Hello there everyone and welcome to the Mushroom Garden Layering Guide video. So first up I have a piece of cardstock and I'm just going to be taking the first stencil and then popping that into place. You can see that I do have the low tack mat behind me, which is going to stick my stencil down into place. I'm then going to be taking the rouge ink. This is a really pretty kind of blush, dark blush colour. And what I'm going to do is I am going to cover over the entire stencil using this colour. I am using a small blending tool, but if you have a larger one, that would make sure that this is done a lot more quickly than it did here. Once that has been done, I'm then going to add a little more colour to those little stems or the little stands for the mushrooms. And for that, I am going to be using the Rocky Shore ink. So I'm just using a detail blending tool to add that colour in. I am going over the previously coloured rouge parts as I just did that kind of quickly all over. So don't worry if this does take you a little more time with the detail blending tool. It is going to, but you can then kind of make sure that you're only colouring the parts that you wish to. Once that has been done, I can remove this stencil and I'm then going to move on to stencil number 2. So I'm just going to pop that into place. Now I'm lining this up kind of with the bottoms of the mushroom caps that we have, and again making sure that's in position on my low tack mat. For this layer here, I will be using the Sand Dunes ink. I am just using the same inking tool, so the detail blending brush as I did before with the Rocky Shore. So it is the same color family, it's just slightly lighter. And for this one, I am going over the entire kind of stencil here. I'm coloring in those little leaves, all of the mushroom cap bottoms, and also the stems as well. Once that has been done, I can remove this stencil and then we're going to move on to stencil number 3. Now this one does have etching of the little kind of mushroom caps. So what I'm doing is I am actually lining that up with the already inked part that I have done. For this one here, I'm going to go in with the Sand Dunes again, and I'm just going to add the colour just to the little stalks for these mushrooms. Once that has been done, I'm going to move on to the Rocky Shore, and I'm just going to add the detail underneath the mushroom cap. Once that's been done again, I'm then going to move on to a green, and this is the Forest Glades ink, and I'm just using this to add in all of the leaves. Now I am trying to add more of this ink kind of at the center or the base of the leaves to give that beautiful gradient effect with the darker in the center and then the lighter color at the tips of the leaf. Once that's done, we're going to move on to stencil number 4. Now this is the last one, and I'm just going to line this up with all of the etching that we have on the stencil and also the inked elements that we have underneath. For this one here, I am going to be using the Mocha ink. I am using a detail blending tool, but I would recommend using a larger one if you are going to cover in all of the surface on this stencil. It did take a little time, so that's why I have sped it up a little bit, but you could definitely use the detail blending tool to add different colors to different portions of the stencil. So maybe you wanted to add a little more shadow to the mushrooms, or have the little mushroom spots in different colors, or even the background spots as well. Completely up to you. Once that has been done, I'm then going to remove the stencil, and then that is all of the layering complete. We really do hope this video helps. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again really soon. Bye bye.